Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 5 of the HBCU Live. This is something that we're excited about. We're excited about what HBCU Lives allows us to do. Allows us to talk to different creators. Allows us to do a lot of different things. So today we have a special guest. Sometimes you want to talk to university presidents and you know people with big brands, but oftentimes you want to talk to the regular people and talk to them while they're on the way up. So we are waiting on Van right now, and he should be here pretty soon. Hey, Whitney, how you doing? We'll talk soon, I'm sure. Good luck on your IG live tomorrow. That should be fun. It's things are really taking off with just lives in general. And this thing that we're using here is StreamYard, and StreamYard is great for streaming or putting podcasts together. So think about that. If you're in here, drop a comment so we know you're in here, so we can say hey. Real quick comment. We're waiting on Van. Van should be here momentarily. Can you text Van for me, Whitney, and see? Make sure everything's okay. Pretty please. So we're just waiting on him. Who's in here? Drop a comment. Drop a comment. I'm Ty Finley. I'm the founder of HBCU Grad. I went to FAMU. Um, went to HBCU because my sister, Nicole Finley, went to Hampton, and we're talking to someone from Hampton today. So that's always exciting. Hampton is what made me want to go to a HBCU. So it looks like Van is in here. We're gonna add
You
Van.
see me?
Hey Van,
Hey, sorry
how
about
you
that.
doing?
I'm okay. How
Yeah,
about
no
you?
problem. I'm well. I'm well. How's everything going for you?
Everything's going well, man. Everything's going well. I can't complain. I can't complain.
Okay.
Um, Whitney is texting me, so
You're
good,
right.
good,
Yeah,
good.
thanks, Whitney. Are
Yeah.
you on TikTok, Van?
I'm on. No, I'm not on TikTok. I'm like one of those people that obviously I'm a millennial, but like I'm so like the rebel with social media platforms. Like I'll do it like up until I like actually have to. So no, I don't have one yet.
Man, it'll change your life. Like
Wow,
TikTok,
really?
TikTok is the game right now. Like if you don't want to be a conformist, do TikTok. TikTok is like you can go like the top person on TikTok maybe has been on TikTok for maybe 10 months now. Charlie,
Oh
D'Am-
wow.
yeah, Charlie D'Amelio. She's
Oh
totally
wow.
killing. She's totally
I,
killing.
I, I talking
I,
about. I know you're talking about. And it's my friend is always sending to me like TikToks every day. So I'm like, okay, I get it. I
yeah,
get
yeah, something to think about. Something to think about.
TikTok
That's
crazy.
how I want to start. But tell me how we
Mm.
got here. How you got here. Tell me your whole story, like a, just comic
Yeah.
book. This is who you are, man.
Yeah. So basically, as you can see, I'm in New York. I moved here about 5 years ago. And that was after, graduating from Hampton University in 2014. I got my degree in business marketing.
Mhm.
And, like most marketing and entertainment aspiring professionals at that time, I thought I had so much going on. And I had a marketing business in school that Whitney, was in and different things. And I thought like I was like the ultimate, like the peak of success. But after I graduated, I got that taking a job and different things like that. And it really, got me to just kind of be more hungry and to, yeah, have a job, a day job, but to, if anything else, create opportunities for yourself. Don't wait for other people to open doors, make doors for yourself. So it's essentially
Hold on one second, Van. Your connection is a little bad. I'm gonna try something real quick. Hold on one second. Trying to get Van's maybe because he's outside. His Wi-Fi is picking up as well. Let's see if we can do it. 1 second. I think he's logged back on here. Fan, there he goes. 1 second.
Am I there? You got me?
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
No Teddy Riley, no Nelly.
All right, cool.
We're good.
Right. Was Nelly bad as well? I know Teddy Riley was bad. I stopped paying attention.
I mean, it was a storm literally going on while he was, playing. It's funny, you would think that these people have enough money for like a backup generator or a hotspot. So I'm like, what's happening? But yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, when did you first get into marketing? Like, what was the first brand that kind of caught your eye, maybe as a youngster, or something that you were just aware of branding and what a brand was?
For sure, E. And I say that very with no hesitation, because that E literally sprungboard my attention, my whole drive to want to work in entertainment. I think the range of programming that they had beyond just keeping up with the Kardashians. I feel like E for me was kind of like one of the original staples and representation of what entertainment was. And at that time, just being linear on TV, not really like the digital and all the different things going on. But it just really opened my eyes to so many different things. And then different brands a long time, like current day, like working, being a branding professional. I love brands that are pushing the envelope. A lot of brands that are, using even like the times to kind of leverage how to approach and address their audience, and connect with their audience on different, ways. So stuff like that, for sure.
Okay. Now give me your accolades. Let me know your accolades, and then we're going to work backwards into how you got to all this stuff.
Okay, cool. So, I don't even know. I guess right now, obviously, my day-to-day is, brand marketing professional, but just generally, like I said, I've had a business in college. I've worked with many professionals and celebrities. That's kind of like
what celebrities have you worked with? Give me some names.
Drop some names. Spike Lee, Lala, Marlon Wayans, Mally Music, Rotimi, anybody, Tamar Braxton, I pretty much, it's really run a gamut. That's pretty, pretty extensive. You know what I mean? I don't really like to necessarily focus too much on the celebrities I work with, because a lot of times people will look at that and, kind of judge the person, you know what I mean? And as a Christian, I'm just so grateful for the experiences and the people that I've been placed in front of. So it's not like, I walk around with shirts saying like, I have Spike Lee's info or something like that. Even though obviously he's in my profile picture, but right. Still, you know what I mean? Just trying to be humble about it. But also I would say one thing that I really pride myself on is being like a young professional. I've worked with a lot of different corporations and different things, but in most situations, I'm the youngest person in the room. So it really helps, just to have that confidence in yourself, that even as the youngest person, even as the millennial in the room, as the person in the room that sitting across from people that can be old enough to be your parents or grandparents or what have you, you have to be smart enough, confident enough, bold enough to still be able to say, I know what I'm talking about. And you draw an action plan. So yeah,
right, that makes sense. But in trying to bring as much value as I can to our audience, I just wanted to give them some context on, okay, this is someone that has put themselves out there and has accomplished some goals on their journey. So now the journey makes a little bit more sense. Now, why Hampton?
Why Hampton? Not because my sister went there, so I know she's watching this. So no, but why Hampton? It's funny. I'm from DMV, the DMV area, and which is predominantly African American. So it's not like, I didn't have exposure to African American community or different things like that by any means. I actually, at first wasn't even considering an HBCU. To be honest, because like I said, I was in PG County and we're already kind of predominantly African American. So just kind of trying to go for a different experience. But Hampton, to me, is it's like a rare gem. It really has so many. I mean, everywhere, Black people, we really range. You can't box us in by any means. But I just believe that Hampton really, did a great job of showing um, the levels of Black people and the many different what you could be and how you could aspire to be in different, professional industries. And I think people there, and I think people will say, I don't know who's watching, but people will say Hamptonians usually carry themselves pretty, with a certain level of refinement. So I think that's what attracted me to
Right.
Hampton for sure.
Yeah, my sister went to Hampton, and that's the
Oh, nice.
reason. That's the reason I went to a HBCU. So
Oh,
Hampton.
nice. Ooh, I lose you? Okay,
I'm
you're
still
good.
here. Yeah, I'm still
Okay,
here, man.
cool.
Okay. Now, what did you study at Hampton?
Business marketing. So initially,
Okay.
when I started at Hampton, as any parents do, they send your child to school trying to make money. So I was a computer major
Okay.
at
Okay.
first, computer information systems at that. And it wasn't really my forte. It definitely wasn't, I was a creative person. I think my parents maybe realized that. But at the same time, they wanted to push me in the direction where the market was going, and that's technology. That was where I majored in. But then a year after, and I say this proudly, a year after failing, some classes, maybe once or twice. I was able to, take some time, think about it. I talked to one of my friends, Gerald Gordon, who he was a marketing major at the time, and I talked to him about what he wanted to do with life and everything. So then I switched my major to marketing, and the rest is history, man. Ever since I switched my major to marketing, it's the best thing I've ever done. I love what I do. I didn't just pick a major, I picked a career and a lifestyle. So
Right.
it's something that I really, really enjoy. Even stuff like, talking to you right now about the live we're doing tomorrow, like the stuff that it's not even work for me. You know what I mean?
Tell me what you're gonna do on the live tomorrow.
So what we're going to do on this live tomorrow, on the all the magic. So tomorrow, I'm really excited to talk to Whitney on this public platform. Whitney and I, we connect often on different things, but this is just a great time for us to really have a conversation, for people to enjoy. Something. Firstly, we're catching up because we're both Hampton alums, so just giving a chance for people to kind of see that connection and that community there. Secondly, we're both entertainment professionals that obviously have been, not to say affected in a severe way by the COVID pandemic, but, our work has definitely been affected. Our clients are, pushing more towards digital methods and different things like that. So tomorrow we're just going to talk about how brands are still thriving, how people and entrepreneurs and creatives should still be creating and still be thriving during this time. How, as Christians, we should kind of be, not to say how we should shape our perception, but how we can better shape our perception to be more optimistic. How in the workplace, even now that we're outside of work, we can still be, good people and carry ourselves with integrity and ethics. So it's gonna be a lot, man. It's gonna be a lot.
Okay. Okay. What do you think is the biggest thing to make a brand stand out nowadays?
Um, the biggest thing I think to make a brand stand out, quick adaptability. I think that not conforming, but adapting. Because I think that it's very important that brands keep up, keep up. You know what I mean? You never at any given point want to fall behind, whether it be with trends, whether it be with the supply and demand, whatever it is, you have to keep up. So even now that we're in this pandemic, um, brands emotional connection is going to be key after this. You know what I mean? Regardless of the brand, it could be Heinz. Emotional connection is going to be key. So I think brands are being able to adapt, kind of being able to take grasp of what's happening and then use it to their advantage. I think that's what I like to see.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah.
What's your take on new media and old media? Do you like the new way of doing things, or do you wish we were still back in the old days?
It's obviously, again, I'm millennial, but I I wish I could see. I wish I had a time machine, man, and I was able to see um what things used to be like. It is I think it's great now that we have all these targeting methods and these different ways that people are kind of able to get to the consumer more directly. But I
Mhm.
would be interested to see how things used to be when there was a wider funnel, and it wasn't all this psychographic and all this data that we're using. You know what I mean? And it's almost
Mhm.
cheating a little bit. But I will be interested to definitely see how old media used to be. I mean, new media obviously is working to our advantage, us being on live right now. But
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah. You know what I've been thinking a lot about? I've been thinking a lot about how important it is to have people of the new generation working with maybe
hmm
someone that has retired that used to be an executive for Ogilvy, but they're 72 years old, but they're still vibrant and still, know a lot of things.
right,
I think we
right,
should bring a lot of those people because there's a lot of ageism from what I see in the industry.
yeah, for sure.
But a 72-year-old white woman that used to be an exec sitting next to you, you can make a lot of
hmm
things happen like that from your perspective and
Yeah,
her perspective, and working on different things. So I've been thinking a lot about
yeah,
that. That I think a lot of young people need to be in executive positions too. So I think they
exactly.
looking at age and thinking that certain people shouldn't be execs at certain levels. So I've been thinking a lot
Yeah,
about it. So that's kind of I think we need to mesh like traditional and old and people that are retired and people that don't have jobs but still want to work and still have some great ideas, and then they can tell you what it was like
sure.
during 1971 and they had a slowdown and people got laid off. That those type of synergies
Right.
can do a lot in the especially advertising.
Yeah.
I'm a marketing guy too, so I just see a lot of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you said something that made me think about just again the importance of well-roundedness at the table,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you know if I'm representing, it's funny, I've sat at tables and I joke around with my family. I've sat at tables with individuals who are trying to target urban millennials, and they're sitting at the table with an urban millennial, and I'm
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean? I'm like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why are you trying to develop this crazy, strategy that's obviously contrived and, formed in a book,
Mhm.
when you could literally just talk to a subject matter expert right here in front of you.
Right.
But to your point, I think that we all have something to bring to the table. Old, new, old, young, whether you worked in linear, whether you worked in digital, whether you worked in experiential, whatever. We all have something we can bring to the table, and learn from each other. I think it takes a level of receptiveness that most people don't have. If we have that, you know what I mean, just to be able to learn, and that never-ending hunger to learn. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, where can people tune in to your live you're doing tomorrow?
So tomorrow, we're going to be on Instagram Live at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can tune in either on my page or on Whitney's page. And then I'm sure we'll have some clips posted that'll be evergreen on our page afterwards and different things like that.
What's
And
your what's your
it's
ad
been,
name?
what's my at? My at is the VL Crawford, and Whitney's is the Whitney Story.
Yours is say it again.
So the VL Crawford, and Whitney's is the Whitney Story. She got a story to follow, so make sure you guys check that out.
Spell Whitney.
But
Whitney spell
yeah,
regular.
uh-huh,
The Whitney story.
uh-huh. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were spelling it. I'm sorry, I was all talking all fast.
Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. I just wanted to put it up here so people know where to look.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Is that
Yeah,
right?
definitely. And I
Yo,
mean, it's been
Crawford.
great. Yeah, the VL. Yeah, that's it. Whitney, is that right? You let me know. But yeah, it's right. And I mean, it's been great, man. Like I said, just outreaching to so many different people. We already have a subsequent follow-up meeting next week from one of the brands we reached out to that just really liked the idea. They said the idea aligned with their programming, so they want to see maybe how we can explore it further. But I mean, that alone makes me happy. You know what I mean? Just kind of I'm not really big on, obviously I'm in marketing, but I'm not huge on numbers. It's really about subsequent effect, you know, because the numbers don't always tell the story that you're trying to garner. So, you know, you can resonate, you know, with someone and maybe the numbers weren't the highest. So it's really not even about that. You know, I'm really
Right.
excited just about what's happening.
Right. Sounds good. Well, you know, I always love the serendipity of, you know, timing being right, and the time was right for us to talk. You guys have this going on too.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm glad we got a chance to do that. What else do you want to share with our audience?
You know, I guess, you know, I just want to kind of give a message kind of to, firstly, I want to say congratulations to all 2020 graduates. You know, super, right, woo,
Mm,
super excited for you guys. My graduation day was something I'll never forget. So definitely breaks my heart that a lot of them weren't able to have that time. You know, but I think that it's just a lot of the messages I've been hearing, I agree with that. I think that this puts you guys at a little bit more of an advantage. I think that you all were, you know, put in a situation that no one else has ever been put in. So just super encouraged for you all. To the creatives, I want to give a message that keep creating. I know things look super tricky right now, and it's like, you know, is the market changing? Where is the market going? Like, what should I do? Should I stop? You know, but keep creating. You know what I mean? There's always going to be a demand for, you know, different things. And it's really all about, like I said, again, adjusting. And, you know, I mean, just keep going, guys. Stay encouraged. That's it. That's
thank,
it.
thank you, man. I'm here. If you ever need anything, reach out.
Yeah, likewise, Todd. It was great speaking with you, man. You take care, okay, man?
Sounds good. Thank you, man.
All right. Take care, boss.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have some more next week. Really appreciate you. If there's anything you need, please let us know. We can be reached on Instagram, DM, text HBCU to 91096 as well. That's something that we're just going to give away a lot of free things. We got a free offer tomorrow. You just pay shipping, and you'll get a free mask. I think we're going to give away a free mask. So join the text list. It's going to be only for the text list. Follow us on Instagram if you don't. That's where we're based. And check out our website, hbcugraduates.com. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.